is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Burrow on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On third down, Burrow. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
On the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And Burrow going to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Complete. Jefferson the target. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To the air again, Burrow. Man open, that's Marcus Green. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Titans.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you put out everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35.
What's up?
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. John Ross, 84 yards. yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Point after.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits on there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Complete.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
Here's Burrow. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Noah Fant.
Noah Fant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Give to Cook out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Malone, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
21, Titans 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cook. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9.
On the carry, it's Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And 8 yards to go.
The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow will throw. He's got his tight end Fant.
Burrow's pass.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brought down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
If you know, you know. If you know about the carport, the trap door is supposed to be off.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
1st down, Tennessee.
Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Steelers' 14-yard line.
Check 48, come on. Check 48, come on. We're in. 48, Mike. 48, Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The gun, it's Burrow. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on it.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Play action now. Mariota. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. On play action, Mariota. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. To throw is Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Allen Lazard. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It's 3rd down and 4.
He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Williams. Shrugs the and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jamal Williams as the 1st half is winding down. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 41-yard line.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Off the play fake, Mariota. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Darren Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Able to find Lazard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. On the ground, it's Cook. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, and the biggest one,
It's a gain of 8.
hold on to the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action. Mariota. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll give to Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Crunch time, defense. No.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. It's going to be a...
Now Harris. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. He can run, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marcus Mariota keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. And sometimes you just put it in the hands of your quarterback, let him take you home.
And you just know the NFL playbooks nowadays have gotten just a little bit thicker because just about everyone has a quarterback run series involved now, and we just saw the evidence of it.
Do defenses hate that?
Drives them crazy because the quarterback is usually not a guy that runs the football. You cover everyone else, and all of a sudden he waltzes in on you.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this will be caught at the 30. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh
with the score.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And Burrow going to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Burrow going for it on fourth. And it is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From the 24, Mariota. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 13. Check 13. Alert blow, alert blow, alert blow.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And at the 38-yard line.
43 is the mark.
Play fake. Mariota. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Westbrook. A gain there of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Yard line.
It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the sake, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gonna run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, now they play my line. No, it's my
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. First down. Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and now it's third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Titans on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First down, Tennessee.
To the air again, Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Titans on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man finding Jefferson. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Burrow on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Burrow's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Burrow. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Running for it. Here's Cook. Dashing through the snow. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Burrow flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. They start the drive with Cook. Another victory perhaps on the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
2nd and 5 at their 40.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off down near the 5. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
3rd and 2.
And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a step on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, breathe on with the gang now, they're here with a lane now, my home second with a ring now, legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal.
With a step on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a flag on the play.
yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just gotta say, like I run up in the backfield. I just gotta say, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel.